Hello, I'm going to talk about 24 books that I want to read in 2024. I know it's already well into the year, but I've only read 4 so far, and I normally read around 30 books a year, so I totally think I can do this. So I read the first ACOTAR book in December, so this year I'm trying to read the rest of the series. I know there's 2 more books after this. I liked the first one. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I heard that the series just keeps getting better, so I just need to see what all the hype's about and read the rest of them. Then I want to read Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. I actually bought this in New York at this bookstore called Book Club that I really liked. But I read Go Tell It on the Mountain by him, and I really liked it. I read it like 5 years ago. And I've just heard that this is one of his best books, so I'm really excited. It's been on my TBR forever. I honestly don't know why it took me this long, but I'm hoping this is what I'm planning on reading next. Right now I'm reading Lady Chatterley's Lover for book club, and this one is the one I'm planning on reading right after. Then I have Billy Summers by Stephen King. I've never read any Stephen King book before, and I think either Haley Pham or like some booktuber recommended this. And I think I'm going to do a Stephen King video where I'm going to read this, Misery, and then another book, probably either like The Stand or The Shining or 11/22/63. I don't know which ones yet, but I'm super excited to read this. I really think I'm going to like it. I think it's kind of a murder mystery, which is like my favorite kind of book. Oh, I could also read Carrie. God, he has so many books that like I know the stories of, so I'll definitely do a video on that one. Then, I don't know if this is gonna happen this year, but The Goldfinch, I loved The Secret History. I heard this one wasn't as good, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just totally up to your opinion, so I should just see, especially if I really like the author. What's put me off of it is that it's huge, but it's actually, yeah, it's like 800 pages, and it's just like thick and heavy, but the text is like actually fairly large in this, so I feel like I could do this, but this is definitely going to be a huge time commitment. Cannot bring this on vacation because it's giant and would weigh so much, but this might happen. I read the back and it actually sounds really interesting. Like it's about this boy that lives in New York City and there's like something about art in it, and yeah, I don't know, but it sounds good, and she's a great author. Then I want to read the Thursday Murder Club series because my mom read it and really liked it, so she recommended them. I think there's 4 books, and I think I'm also gonna do a reading vlog on that, but I love thrillers, and especially if I know a series is really good, then I'm like super down. Then I'm gonna do, probably in the fall, I think I'm gonna do a dark academia reading vlog, and I know a lot of people did that last year, but I want to read Bunny and If We Were Villains and In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I think those are going to be my 3 for that video. I've never read any Mona Awad before, but I just feel like I'll like Bunny because I like movies like that are just confusing and psychological thrillers and just make you think like, what just happened? Like I heard you just don't know what happened after you read it, and that's like the kind of movies that I like. And then If We Were Villains is like another, I think it's set at a school and they're doing a Shakespeare play, and I really liked The Secret History, so I think I'll like If We Were Villains. It sounds like a similar setting. And then In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, I believe is like a dark academia thriller. Yeah, so it says it's a college reunion and there's one unsolved murder. So murder mystery, that sounds like my cup of tea in a college setting. And then I have The White Album by Joan Didion. This isn't the normal cover that I always see, so I don't really know what version this is, but I found it at a thrift store. I love buying books at thrift stores because they're so cheap. So it was like $2. And I've read one Joan Didion book, The Year of Magical Thinking, and it was really good. And this is a collection of essays, and it's about a time period that I just find so interesting. So it says in this that it like mentions the Manson family and the Black Panther Party press conference. And I actually just read Freedom is a Constant Struggle, which is by Angela Davis, who was a member of the Black Panther Party. And I honestly don't know much about the Manson family murders or the Manson family at all. So I am really excited to read this, and I really just want to learn more about that time period in the 60s because I just think it's one of the most, if not the most, interesting times in history, in my opinion. And I feel like it's pretty short and I could just, get through it pretty quickly. Then I want to read All the Light We Cannot See. I've had this forever and I just haven't read it because I'm pretty sure it's about World War II, so I'm like, it's just gonna be sad and it's pretty big. But they just came out with a TV show about this, so I was like, okay, I need to read it and watch the show. And I love historical fiction, especially World War II historical fiction. So I don't know why I haven't read this, but like The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna is one of my favorite books ever. So I know I'm gonna like this. So that's why I'm trying to get through it this year. I might do another like reading vlog that's going through books on my physical TBR, and then that's when like I would read both of those for that kind of video. Then I have Boy Parts by Eliza Clark, and I've heard pretty good things about this. I know it's like a weird dark book, which I love, and I'm pretty sure it's about this woman that takes explicit photographs of men. I don't know, that's kind of all I know. I just know it's like kind of disturbing, so I'm like so down for that. Also, obviously I own this, so that could also be on my physical TBR video. I don't know. Okay, then I want to read Cleopatra and Frankenstein just because I've literally have seen it everywhere. I haven't heard much about it. I don't really know what it is. I think it's like a fiction book and it has to do with a man and a woman and their marriage or something. Honestly, I don't know. I really like going into books blind personally because I like kind of being shocked by what happens. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but it does say on Goodreads that it was a nominee for Best Fiction and Best Debut Novel, and it says for readers of Conversations with Friends, and I loved Conversations with Friends, so anything compared to Sally Rooney, I'm down. Then I want to read Carrie Soto Is Back. I don't know, again, why I haven't read it yet. I heard it's really good. I've read all of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books in that universe, like Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising, and Seven Husbands. So I think I'm gonna read this either when I'm on vacation or like during the summer when I just want like something light and not dense and easy to read. And along with that kind of vibe, I want to read Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not obsessed with her books. I've read all of them. I hated People We Meet on Vacation. I thought it was so boring. And then Beach Read I liked, and Book Lovers I liked. Like, I gave them 3 stars. I think I just don't like romance books. But I heard this one kind of dealt more with friendships after, like, post-grad, which is where I am right now. So I feel like I could relate to a lot of it, and a lot of people that read it said that they could relate to it, and that's why they really liked it. So I'm going to give that one a shot just because it sounds different than her other books. She is a good writer, though. It's not that. It's just like romance books I think I don't like. And then The Fury by Alex Michaelides. Is that how you say his last name? I'm a huge fan of his. I loved The Silent Patient and The Maidens, so I was super excited to see that he just came out with another book. And it's a murder thriller about, it says, an ex-movie star and her famous friends whose spontaneous trip to a private Greek island is upended by a murder. That sounds great. So whenever I need a thriller, I think that's the one that I'm gonna go for. I love his writing a lot. And then I want to read All's Well by Mona Awad. So I've seen this everywhere, but Cameron Slaggy Book Club just recommended it in her Litfic recommendations, and the way she described it just made me want to read it because she said like Mona Awad knows how to write a woman going crazy, and I'm like, I just need that in my life. I don't really know what it's about. Let's see. Oh, it's about a woman whose life is being ruined. She said Miranda Fitch's life is a waking nightmare. The accident that ended her burgeoning acting career left her with excruciating chronic back pain, a failed marriage, and a deepening dependence on painkillers. Oh my god, this sounds like, I don't know, but I love My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and this kind of sounds like if I liked that, I would like this. So that's on my list. And the last one is Against the Loveless World by Susan Abulhawa. Sorry, I don't know how to say her last name. But she's a Palestinian author, and it's a novel that follows a young Palestinian refugee. And I'm pretty sure, yes, she writes this book because she's in solitary confinement in an Israeli prison, I believe. Yes, so it's kind of about her life under the Israeli occupation. And I just wanted to read that to learn more about what's going on and really to hear from Palestinian voices right now. So that one is also really important for me to read. And that's it. Those are the 24 books that I want to read for the rest of the year. We'll see how I do. We'll see if I actually stick to these, but I think I'm going to prioritize these for sure. Thanks for watching. Bye!